This reminds me of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And the root of a lot of their issues, right? Because, and just from my perspective, right? In front of all of us, Michael Jordan has always given Scottie Pippen the credit that I think he deserves, right? One of the greatest players of all time, one of the greatest defenders of all time. And Jordan always says he couldn't have done it without him. Now, like we just said, recognition from your peers, your friends, your competitors is great, right? But sometimes when you don't win certain awards, it feels like that recognition is not validated to some people, right? To some people. And you add on top of that the money situation that the Bulls had with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, where Scottie Pippen was getting severely underpaid, and then they eventually gave Jordan everything, the 30 million, 32 million, 36. They gave him everything. And you are now in a situation with these two players, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, where Jaylen Brown feels like he's been slighted on a lot of these awards, whether it's the All-NBA teams, All-Defensive teams, and you got Jayson Tatum, who feels like he got slighted on MVP awards, but he did end up on the All-NBA team. Now, Jaylen Brown, who year after year has, been left off of these awards. We could take a look real quick. Let's see how many years he's gotten. Let's see how many years Brown has gotten. Let's see. He was an All-NBA second team in 2022-2023. All-Star this year, last year, and in 2020-2021. Now, if we look at Tatum is a 5-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA player, and is an MVP, has been an MVP candidate in the past 3 years. And so Tatum, who's, gotten a little bit more recognition than Jaylen Brown in terms of the awards, now they've given Jaylen Brown that award in the form of the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the NBA Finals MVP. And, it's one of those things, even though I personally thought that Jayson Tatum should have won it, I could see why they gave it to Jaylen Brown. And, he's also deserving of it, right? It's not to say he didn't deserve it. And then when you add the fact that they're both making a ton of money, Tatum making slightly more than Brown, but it's not to the point where it puts them in this weird spot. It's like they're both, it's like the team has really, yeah, obviously I don't know who's doing the awards or whatnot, but it seems like they're trying their best to divvy up awards and to divvy up money as evenly and as accurately as they can to both Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And does that affect their relationship? Do they look at each other as, equals, but also understanding the responsibility that each of them have, right? Jaylen Brown takes more of the wing and the guard responsibility on defense, and Jayson Tatum is the point of attack on offense and the person that initiates their offense, right? And then they both kind of support each other in those roles, and they really do it together, right? Even though I think, you could argue Tatum is slightly better. I'm sure some people argue Jaylen Brown is slightly better. The awards and the money, I think, is getting split up pretty evenly. And I hope that this will go a long way when it comes to their relationship, keeping it strong and not fracturing them, right? I hope that, with the awards, Jaylen Brown, at least to his team, to his people, can feel that he's being validated, right? And, for Tatum, who didn't get the awards, now maybe he feels validated with this money that he's getting,